Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it's another in-depth collection video for this Monday. Yes, we are up to 34 and we are on the final shelf with the first cabinet going along the biggest wall. So we've still got, I think, 3 more of these to go, and then 2 other walls, or 1 other wall with 2 other units, and then obviously we come to the anime section. So we're going through it. Hopefully it will be done mid to late this year. Thank you for coming along, but let's get into this week's episode. And here we go for the collection in depth. We are just doing this last row because that is where we are at. So this will be quite a small episode, so I do apologise, but it just makes it easier rather than having to skip. So first we have That Thing You Do. Did like this back in the day. I've only seen it once, only saw it around about the time it came out, maybe a few years afterwards, but I did enjoy it. Then we have, as you will see, That 70s Show. You've seen me mention this quite a few times on the channel. Then season 2 and season 3 that I recently watched. Season 5, I think, because 4 I've watched. Season 6. Season 7. And then season 8. And then we have the 5th wave, even, which I didn't mind, from Chloe Grace. I know it's from a set of books, I think, and never really made an impact. Then we move on to the 6th wave. Good old Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't remember too much of this. I think AJ spoke about this on his channel, about movies at this time were a bit forgettable, and I think he is right. He is onto something. 13th Warrior. Quite like this. Kind of like The Last Ronin almost, but kind of a group of samurai going to do a challenge. 40-year-old Virgin, a classic. Well, I think it's a classic. Then this is 40, which is obviously the sort of sequel. No, sort of sequel to Knocked Up. I don't know why it's not with Knocked Up then. That's bad. 51st State, Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Carlyle there. Didn't mind this one. Then we have quite a great series, The 100. I really got into this, and then because it got so expensive and hard to find, I stopped. So season 2 there, and we have season 3. I have seen it. That's it. Then we have 1517 to Paris. This is obviously based on real life by Clint Eastwood again. I quite liked this. Obviously the people in it are actually the real life people, which I thought was quite a novel idea from Clint. But maybe saw that. Then we have the 4400, a great series. My friends got me into this. So we have season 1 and season 2, and the basics about 4400 people that go missing through time, and then they all return in one period. And then there's obviously a lot of unexplained events, kind of X-Files-y a little bit, as it says there, classic sci-fi drama, but a great series. Can't remember if they ended it properly or not. And the kind of bad guy in it is the bloke who plays the Rocketeer, which I thought was quite nice. The Ant Bully is an alright animated movie. The Abyss. Oh, I had to like. I think there's a special edition coming out. I think AJ and Matt have always been talking about this, and I never thought I had this a movie, but it seems I do. No, I've never seen it. The Accidental Husband. Watched this recently with my wife. Didn't mind this. She does really like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Then we have The Accident Spy with Jackie Chan. It was alright, not his greatest work. The Accountant. A great movie with Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick. And then we have The Addams Family. And then obviously the sequel, The Addams Family Values. Let me put some of this back there as I throw everything everywhere. Ugh. Right, and then we move on to the final section. Let's just... We're going to do it like this. So apologies for all the rumbling around. So the first off is the Adjustment Bureau. Quite like this one with the people with the hats and they kind of travel through the doorways. Thought this was quite good. Then a Buckaroo Banzai. This was referenced in one of my favourite movies, and that's Ready Player One. And because this is referenced because it's YA Boy, I spent about 15 quid on it. It's obviously got the guy who plays RoboCop. It was a little weird, I thought, but still glad to have it in the thing. The Adventures of Pluto Nash are very bad. Eddie Murphy, a movie. And then we have The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Didn't think much of this either. Then The Adventures of Tintin. Didn't mind this. Thought this was quite a nice adaptation. I did like the CG and stuff. I think is it Spielberg who does this. Then we have the TV series The Affair. Me and my wife got into this. And we got into it, as I say, season 1 and 2. I think there's 4 or 5 seasons. We never ended up finishing it. A great movie that I love, The Age of Adeline. Very reminded me a little bit narration-wise, like Pushing Daisies. Blake Lively, Harrison Ford and stuff like this. But I thought this was an absolute great movie. Really, really liked this. One of my stand-up movies from, I think, 2016, is it? 2015. I was 1 year out. Then we have The Alibi, Steve Coogan. Not the greatest movie, if I remember. The American President. Obviously, Michael J. Fox and Annette Bening. Also has Michael J. Fox in it. There he is at the bottom. Yeah, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Good old Robbie Williams. God rest his soul. Yeah, not the greatest movie in the world from him, but it was alright. The Angry Birds movie. I'm getting an upgrade from AJ for this, so this will go into the spare part. Then we have The Artist. Obviously, it won the best film, so I try and watch everything that gets praise. I've never got round to it. I'll try to at some point. The Art of Getting By. Me and my wife are a big Freddie Highmore fans, and I thought it was quite a nice movie about students and kind of them passing and interacting and stuff. And then we have The Art of War. Good old Wesley Snipes. Then The Assassination of Jesse James. As you can see with the label on it, I've never seen it. And then the final one is The Astronaut's Wife. Again, I've never seen this either. And that is it. Apologies, it is a short one. As I say, this is just the way the toys, obviously I have the top shelf fitted, all the toys, it just makes it a little uneven and going up and down. I thought it would just made it a smoother transition if we just have a big episode 1 week and then a smaller one, and we'll keep that up for the next few months because it will take like 3-4 weeks to do each cabinet. Hope you're enjoying this series. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things you want to do. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next one.